What's up, guys? Dylan here, and today I have week 2 from the CADA FDC Season 5 Draft League. Uh, now, this time I am going up against MasterRiolu and the Maine Mudkips. Uh, so this week is going to be a little bit different. This one is going to be done on Showdown. I'll have that recording obviously later in the video. MasterRiolu player I'm not as familiar with. He's been in the league, I believe, last season. Um, and yeah, he's my week 2 opponent. It's got an interesting matchup. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So obviously my team is still the same. I'll let you know if I do make any transactions, any changes. I really don't know if I'm gonna. At least the main 6 mons, all my S, my A, and pretty much most of my B tiers I'm fine with right now. But Forges I haven't used yet, but there might be an opportunity where it comes in, but we'll see. So my opponent actually did make some changes to his team right before the week. Had a couple different mons before. Had a Sinisha on the team. I know that it did not have mons like Mega Meganium and I believe Charizard were different, but nonetheless, the team we have here, we got Sneasler and Archelodon as the two S tiers. Just two strong mons. Sneasler got Fake Out really fast. CC. Archelodon very good in the rain, and you would be like, oh my god, where is this rain? The rain is similar to how my Meowstic is my weather setter. The Klefki would be his, at least in this instance, unless like a couple other of them learn Rain Dance, maybe Scolipede or Raichu, I'm not fully sure. But so we got Klefki and Mega Meganium as the A tiers. Mega Meganium also works well with Klefki setting up rain because obviously it reduces damage from fire attacks. And then we got Charizard, which I believe also will get benefited as Klefki, I believe, can learn Sunny Day as well. And then we got some support pieces. We got Alchemy. You got Swampert, which is not my Mega Swampert, but it could get Wide Guard for spread damage. We got Scolipede, which has Speed Boost, so if you were able to set up on it, it could be scary. We got Raichu Alola, Mega Glalie, which is an interesting choice, but when choosing a Mega in the C tier, there's only so many options. But it is an interesting one. And then we got Diggersby, though. So, yeah, that is my opponent's squad. Very, very interesting. It's similar to mine in some ways, where it's pseudo weather, but also has just other pieces that are standalone. So obviously I went into the week with the idea that rain was going to be involved, obviously, because you don't want to just hinder your S tier that is pretty reliant on the rain. I don't want to say that's a negative on the team, but it does make it like a glaring factor. A thing for me to essentially expect, and if they don't have the rain, then it's okay, it's not it would hurt me if I prepped for the rain, especially since I'm also can be a rain focused team. This is the matchup, so let's go ahead and jump into checking out the team that I built for this week. Alright, so the first mon I have on the team is going to be Mega Swampert, the Mega that I did not bring last week, but bringing it out this time. Pretty straightforward: max attack, max speed, animated nature, it's going to be Swift Swim, Wave Crash, high horsepower, as well as Poison Jab. That is put on for the Mega Meganium, because that is the main possible threat for Swampert to kill it with its ability. I think it's called Mega Soul, which allows it to get one turn Solar Beams always. So, and also the Charizard, if the Klefki sets up Sun, that it can get Solar Beam that way. So yeah, Poison Jab, the main threat for that. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Next we got the Mega Swampert. Wow, I just was on Swampert. Next we got the Mega Venusaur. There we go. Standard set here. Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, Giga Drain. I actually did give it a little bit different of a spread. HP to hit like the highest bump, made it modest. 20 speed to hit 120, so that way the Alolan Raichu would be outsped by the Venusaur at -1 speed. And the reason why I made it that I will go over in a bit. But yeah, Mega Venusaur also standard for the most part. Now the Meowstic is where things get a little interesting. I went ahead, got the Meowstic. We got Fake Out, Rain Dance, and Sunny Day, and Psychic, and with an Iron Ball. Now, the reason for this is with an Iron Ball we underspeed the Klefki, meaning if we both put out a weather move, the Klefki, unless the Klefki also has the weather, has Iron Ball, the Klefki's, like say Rain Dance for example, the Klefki's would go first, and then mine would go after. Because normally Meowstic outspeeds, so that way my weather would go first, and then theirs. But with the Iron Ball, it makes it the other way around. And it's in CTS, they may not be aware of it. It's kind of a cook. I don't know. Pretty sure this is the same spread. I'm like only so thorough with like defensive calcs because like there's way too much to plan for, and I'm not about like calculating all of like what seems the most viable option, like the sneeze with throat chop or something, or like Scolipede calcs. No, I'm just gonna it's gonna be purely defensive, so I'll just max HP and do what I do with that. But yeah, so Iron Ball, Meowstic for that, kind of nice. Next we got the Rotom Heat. Citrus Berry, I believe a similar spread to last time, just bulky with some speed. Yeah, made it 1 point slower than the Venusaur. And yeah, 4 attacks: Overheat, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Electro Web, which is the move I was referring to with lowering speed potential with like to help out Venusaur or even Swampert like outside of Rain. So yeah, good standard move pool for there. For the 5th mon, I got the Lucario. This is a Choice Scarf Lucario this time. Yeah, 16 HP, 30 last attack bump, Adamant, and then 17 speed. Now the 17 speed is to outspeed the Sneasler with Choice Scarf, because Sneasler hits 189, and then 127 times 1.5 makes it what, like 190.5 or something like that. 190, yeah, 190.5. So yeah, got Close Combat, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Rock Slide, just good versatility. You know, CC for the Archaludon. You got Earthquake for for the Raichu, for also Archaludon. Meteor Mash for the Meganium. We got Rock Slide for the Charizard. Just, you know, standard, good spread. Mix of attacks. Inner Focus, of course, also. Which one? Something on the team. Yes, well, obviously Sneasler and Raichu both have Fake Out. So having an Inner Focus mon that could also rip super effective attacks into both and outspeed unless they are Scarves. Very useful. And then the last mon is the Noivern. Focus Sash this time, still fresh, just, you know, get more knowledge. We got Draco Meteor, Heat Wave, Tailwind, Sunny Day. Max, Timid Nature, so it outspeeds the Sneasler. And yeah, that is the team. Only so much different than the last one. I mean, mon-wise, I just swapped Lycanroc for the Swampert. And, you know, just changed some moves a little bit, spread stuff here and there. But overall, pretty strong team. And yeah, I guess with that, why don't we go ahead and jump into the set. Alright, so here we are on Showdown, and I am going to go over the sets turn by turn, talk a little bit about each turn, since I can, you know, pause and like play the turn as like throughout, which is definitely a positive compared to playing on cards, but obviously not as visually appealing. But we see the teams decided to bring Klefki, Charizard, Alolan Raichu, Mega Glalie, Sneasler, and Archaludon, which is very interesting, I would say. I was honestly kind of expecting the Meganium, but also Venusaur is a big threat into the Meganium, because even though you have like the Weather Ball from Meganium, I'm Thick Fat, as well as plus Light Screen and Rain Dance. It can make it like perfectly like that we don't take much from it anyway, and then okay, but they don't have much to deal with a sludge bomb into the Mega Brigadium, so it makes sense. But yeah, this is the matchup, and let's go ahead and hop right into the battle. All right, so we got Lucario, Noivern lead from me, and Raichu and Glalie from the opponent. We see the Frisk go out. It shows the Raichu is Focus Sash, and the Glalie's, of course, Mega Glalie. Now, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get good at making sure I pause at the right time, because it is going to, like, play at normal speed. I just need to make sure I pause at the right time. So, again, Inner Focus Lucario makes it very good here, and I have options. I have Earthquake, that hits Raichu super effective, and Glalie not, or I have Meteor Mash to just rip it into the Glalie. I decide, and then Noivern also outspeeds both of them, but also it can get like faked out plus Ice Move just to like delete it at the start. So we're gonna go ahead here. I switch into the Rotom because obviously because of that fake out and Ice Move threat. Because yeah, right now we're not threatened really by KO by anything, I would say. We get a Protect on the Glalie, that's fine. Yep, fake out into the Noivern, and we rip an Earthquake, bringing Raichu down to the Sash. So next turn, he switches the Glalie into a Charizard. I'm choice, so I'm like stuck on the Scarf. But luckily, Rotom is Levitate, so he dodges the Earthquake. So yeah, Raichu protects itself here. Earthquake comes in. Now I could have ripped an Overheat into the Glalie, but I thought to myself, was like, why would I like rip it like that just to kill a Glalie? The Glalie's really not threatening, so I decided to do Earthquake, which would do decent damage, as well as Thunderbolt. And lo and behold, Thunderbolt will catch the Charizard switch in. So making sure you don't overcommit like that when you like can recognize you have like a positive position, it's definitely helpful. Yeah, because if I ripped an Overheat, the Charizard would not have taken as much damage, and Rotom would be -1, and the Lucario would have been stuck on Earthquake in front of it. So it would have been actually a pretty bad decision, like bad position. I mean, so very glad on the Thunderbolt paying off. And like even if we didn't KO the Glalie with like Earthquake Thunderbolt, which I mean I feel like it's good damage. Like I feel like it at least would have been close to the point where Earthquake would have KO'd next turn. Like I said, Glalie's not really threatening anyway, and we had the KO on the Raichu with Earthquake. So there's recognizing that there wasn't a reason to overheat there was good. So he brings Glalie back in. Mega Evolves now. We rip the EQ, kill the Raichu, and do some damage to the Glalie. Does Freeze Dry into Lucario, and we Thunderbolt. So yeah, did that play there. It didn't take out the Glalie, but like I said, it's fine. Now we are up 4 mons 2-2. We are in a good position, and the Mega Glalie Ice moves are not very effective on both of us, and the last mod is Klefki. So we are in a very positive position right now. So we're going to go ahead and play this out. Thunder Wave misses on the Lucario. Really doesn't matter. Shuka Berry on the Klefki. It's good tech. And then Rip and Overheat, and that is going to do it for game 1. It was nice and quick. Sometimes it's like that. Like I said, I had a feeling the Lucario lead would have been like very helpful for this game. And I believe my last spawn was the Mega Venusaur. Was the last one I brought for this game. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop into game 2. Oh, mouse there. But yeah, obviously I led Noivern and Lucario game 1, so obviously there's really no threat with that. So I really do not have much reason to swap away from that game plan. So I go ahead and lead it again, and we got Klefki and Charizard as the lead, and we see that it is a Life Orb Charizard because we couldn't see the item last time because we KO'd it so quickly. And yeah, we do the Klefki with Shuka from the EQ from game 1. Now, I definitely pulled a bit of a brain fart here, because again, I thought I was in a good position. I was like, oh, I'm just going to rip a Rock Slide and a Heat Wave. Like, this is perfectly fine. But I definitely forgot about the aspect of priority Thunder Wave to then be slower. And then, of course, the Heat Wave. Dude, that's back-to-back weeks where my Heat Wave missed the Steel type. Like, what's going on, Noivern? Like, hit the Steel type, miss the Charizard, please. And then, yeah, he rips a Flamethrower and just kills Lucario instantly. So that is not great for me, I will say. If I was possibly aware of that, I could have swapped to Rotom, who would have not got T-Waved at all, and then taken not much from the Flamethrower. But nonetheless, it's not terrible position, I would say. I go ahead, bring in Rotom Heat now, where we threaten damage into both. Yeah, Charizard's going to protect there, and, get T-Waved, but that's perfectly fine. Get the Heat Wave off, which does a little less than half, but we get the burn. I gotta pause. When we get the burn, which helps us try to potentially get another Heat Wave into it to KO. But he's gonna switch Charizard into Archaludon, I guess, on the possible electric move. Makes sense. The Klefki's going to protect itself from the Heat Wave. We rip a Thunderbolt into it, which does a decent amount of damage. And then the Heat Wave, which already puts it down to 36%. Procs is Citrus Berry, so it's not lefties. It's Citrus, which is fine. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'll get better at this, I swear. So yeah, next turn. Since the Noivern is paralyzed, the Archaludon is the fastest one. Goes for a Flash Cannon into the Noivern, does a little over half, and then yeah, we rip a Thunderbolt into the Klefki, taking it out, and then set up Tailwind to make sure that we are faster for the next few turns, which is definitely helpful because a Sneasler comes in, which normally would outspeed both, but now outspeeds neither. But it does have Fake Out Threat, which makes it a little bit concerning. But I'm still in a overall fine position. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the Fake Out on the Rotom, try to get a Heat Wave off. Hits both, luckily. Does enough to the Archaludon where a next one will KO, but we do die to the Flash Cannon. But it's fine because we still have 2 more turns of Tailwind and outspeed both. And yeah, so now is a tricky position because obviously Venusaur wants to Earth Power into both these mons, but he's got a Charizard in the back, so we gotta make potentially the right call, because if not, it can definitely hurt us by wasting a turn of getting damage off. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve here. He is going to protect the Sneasler, but we rip the Earth Power into Archaludon. I guess he was hoping we would rip it into the Sneasler and then possibly not KO the Archaludon so he could get Draco off. Also, yeah, pretty much bringing special attackers was definitely useful. That's mainly the reason I didn't bring Swampert, because stamina boost could make it difficult for Swampert to take it out. But a nice Mega Venusaur Earth Power will take out the Arch. We rip it over the Sneasler, obviously it does not do anything. Charizard comes in, we have 1 more turn of Tailwind, so Sneasler can go for the double protect, or hope that I guess the Earth Power, because right now it's a pretty set board state. I rip Thunderbolt into Charizard and Earth Power into Sneasler. He's gonna get the protect on the Charizard. Obviously, we rip the Earth Power on the Sneasler, take it out. Thunderbolt into the Zard, and Tailwind's out. But Charizard, unless it has Ancient Power, is really not going to be doing much into the Rotom. So definitely want to just rip a double attacks here, Thunderbolt and Sludge Bomb. Goes for the raw Hurricane, which definitely KOs and definitely OHKOs because it's Life Orb, but it's perfectly fine. Of course, Rotom is in healthy shape. Rip a Thunderbolt into the Charizard, taking it out, and that is going to be a 2-0 for the Seattle Marowaks for Week 2. So GG's to MasterRiolu. Didn't really get to utilize some of the cool stuff I brought, mainly the Iron Ball, Meowstic, the Choice Squad Lucario, and the Noivern plus Rotom were just enough to take out most of the pieces on their own. So, but those are just strong mons that have good versatility, especially the Lucario. Shoutouts to Lucario and Rotom. I mean, Rotom, I believe it was after this week, at this point, Rotom had the most KOs in the entire league, which is crazy. In the entire like out of all three divisions, or it was like tied, I believe. But yeah, out of the Master Ball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball, it like had the most KOs. It's Rotom's been putting in work. But yeah, shout out to MasterRiolu again. GG's, and yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Stay tuned for week 3 and future videos. Like, comment, subscribe, yada yada if you want more, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.